to one-on-one. Select your game mode. Single player. Co-op. Please connect your controllers. Player 1 connected. Recon enforced.
Keep staring and I'll shiv you.
Player 2 connected. Baltwaz. Select your game of choice. Skate. Player 1 ready. Player 2 ready. Begin.
Hello everybody! Recon back again, and welcome back to One-on-One, a simple series where me and a friend play a co-op game of their choosing while giving a simple interview with questions and some fun casual gaming nonsense to boot. So strap in everyone, because today's guest is the man behind the star-striking Astral Desolation himself, Baltwaz! Introduce yourself and what you do.
Hello, I am Ashton, or Baltwaz, or Ash, or whatever the hell you really want to call me, honestly. And, I'm the man behind Astral Desolation. I do the guitar, drums, bass, vocals, I do everything for it. And, yeah, so I'm just here, and we're playing some Skate today. And I'm really excited, because there's been a new update. We are playing Skate.
We are back in this game. It's been a while since we actually played. The last video I did on this was like a year ago.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure the last video we made on it, it was a part 1 of a series that we never continued. This is technically part 2.
This is technically part 2, right fucking here, everybody. You get a bonus. You get an interview for our boy.
Access required.
Holy shit. Get 24-hour ticket. Get skate. What the fuck?
Okay, so you have to pay to get in?
$250. Get a 24-hour ticket. Fuck it.
I have 2,075. So
Access granted. Enter co-op.
Alrighty. Awesome. Let's go.
Holy shit.
We enter the zone in 10 seconds. Okay, we get to try out the new thing.
Entering zone in 4 seconds.
I think we're gonna have a lot to talk about today, honestly, because I've got a lot going on.
But also, if you didn't check out the first episode that I did with Mr. Loud Official, you could also check that down in the link in the description below, or you could just go on my channel and look.
Go give the rest of them some love. And give the rest of this series after this episode some love, too. Go.
Exactly, because the next couple would be Jalen Rocks Out and then DA Games.
Yeah.
So,
Alright,
okay.
So what are we doing here?
Don't fucking know, dude.
There's a semi-pro line challenge up here.
Oh shit, really? Yeah, let's
fuck
it.
Do you want to try it?
I would love to.
Try it. Oh wait, I can't start it. You have to start it.
Yeah, start co-op.
I forgot about that. Yeah, here we go.
So, it might be a while for me to get, well, you know, back into this game. There's definitely...
Oh, no, we have to coffin? Oh, God, I saw that for a split second.
I don't know how to coffin, dog.
It'll tell us, I think. Yeah, it tells us.
L2R... Okay, L2R2 square X
okay,
for
I'm just
buck.
gonna try to knock that one out first, so, yeet. Oh, what happens? Oh my god! What in the actual hell just happened to me, bro?
Okay, I don't know how to fucking play this game, dude. I've completely forgotten. I have lost all track of my life with this. And, how do you get back to the point?
And then crossbone? What do you mean crossbone?
Okay.
The coffin part is fine. It's just the problem of doing it in one sequence that's like...
Yeah, we just gotta learn to do this again. But while we're trying to figure this out, I got my first question for you, Ashton. Why did you get into music, brother?
Okay, so there's really multiple reasons. So the first reason I started playing guitar was in elementary school. I had a friend in elementary school who, not gonna lie, I had a little bit of a crush on. she was playing guitar, and I was like, hey, that's kind of cool. I want to try that. So I started playing guitar, and you know, I started when I was, oh god, I don't remember the exact age, but I was definitely in, I want to say, first grade. So I picked it up, you know, just started playing, and when my parents saw that, like, you know, I was into it and I was really into it, they got me like Rock Band and Guitar Hero, and they got me like a PS2. And so my love of metal is thanks to Guitar Hero and Rock Band. And then from there, I just kind of like learned about nerdcore. I learned about DA games in like 2015, 2016. So it's been about like 10, 11 years that I learned about him, and I'm like, dude, this shit's cool as hell. And I'm like, okay, I want to make my own music eventually, because obviously I always had that passion from a very young age of playing, and it had gotten to the point where I was having my guitar teacher like trying to show me how to play DA games and Iris songs, and it literally got to the point in like, I want to say late middle school, early high school, where he was like, dude, it's gotten to the point where I cannot teach you what you want to learn anymore because you are better at it than I am. And I'm like, well, shit. Okay, so from that point, I went off and I just did it on my own. And ever since early high school is really like when I've been into like music production. I started under the name Astral Tomb, but then there was a conflicting, there was another band with that name that I had no idea about because, you know, DistroKid didn't tell me, but, you know, so I changed it. I was like, you know what? Okay, so what's a good, like, different name? And I had, like, I think I had, like, 2 or 3 different options. I can't remember exactly what they were, but I remember Astral Desolation was on there, and I put a poll on my YouTube channel, and I was like, hey, which one do you think is better? And Astral Desolation ended up winning. So I was like, you know what? Okay, we're changing it to Astral Desolation. So I changed it to Astral Desolation, and I released technically my first single under Astral Desolation was Carnage, which if y'all know, which y'all probably know the album Rising Darkness, you know that I released Carnage Reborn featuring Jalen Rocks Out. And it was like that song really like jump started like, okay, hold on. So then after that released, I was like, there was an album that I released under the name Astral Tomb. I want to go back, remake that album, and release it under Astral Desolation. And I'm just gonna call the album Astral Tomb. And that's what I did. And that is what introduced the songs Fallen, it introduced Angels, it introduced Truth Untold, like, and Beasts, I believe, as well, was on that album. Beast was the first song, I want to say, the first song I ever released that had a 7-string guitar. I'm pretty sure. And from there, it was, okay, this is kind of cool. I love this. I'm having fun. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do an ambitious project, and that's when Guiding Light came around. I was writing that album, I'm not even kidding you, from probably like 2020 to 2021 to when it released. Like, it was a long process. And there were people who were even like in my high school who were like, dude, where's the album? I'm like, it's coming, it's coming. And I actually didn't even release that album in high school. I was already out of high school when I released the album. I released it on August 18th, 2023, which was my 20th birthday. And I was like, dude, everything's gonna line up. It's gonna be great. And so I finally got it done, and that was 17 tracks. That was like my first like crazy venture into a full-length album, and I think for the time, it definitely holds up.
Oh yeah, of course. Because Guiding Light was my first
want-
introduction to your music.
Yeah, like I want to go back for the 5-year anniversary. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and reveal this for the 5-year anniversary, which would be 2028. I want to not remaster the whole album. I'm not fucking doing that. I want to remake the title track and maybe like 1 or 2 others, and just do the Guiding Light Re-Risen EP as a kind of 5-year anniversary, because I can't even lie, I have learned so much in the past 3 years since releasing that album that I think going back and at least doing the title track, because I love the title track of Guiding Light so much. It's one of my favorites. That, like, it's up there for sure with like one of my favorites I've written. So I was like, I've wanted to go back and remake that one for a while, so I'm probably gonna do that for the 5th anniversary. But that whole album was a lot of fun. It was my first time like really delving deep, like, because I had written an album before. Like, I had an unreleased album which was going to be called Warfare, which actually half of the songs off that album that I wrote in like 2019 ended up being repurposed and reused for Rising Darkness, but I'll talk about that in a minute. So, but yeah, Guiding Light was like kind of the first like serious, okay, we're gonna lock in, we're gonna get this like sounding good and all that. And I think definitely for the time, for my first like proper full-length album, because in my opinion, I do see Astral Tomb as the first Astral Desolation album, but in my heart, it is Guiding Light. Guiding Light is the first album. And, you know, and after that, I was just, okay, cool, I'm writing it out, and it went pretty well. It did pretty well for what it was, for how little of a reach I had at the time and all that. So, you know, I was like, okay, and I want to say, I was like, all right, I'll give myself a little bit more time and I'll start writing a new album. And I want to say it was maybe not even 2 weeks later, and I was already on it. I was already starting on Rising Darkness, which I knew that this, I don't know if, like, I want to say I knew that this album was going to be a feature-heavy one. I knew I definitely wanted at least a couple more features on there. I wanted to bring Soulscale back again, obviously. And really, like, the big one on that album is Words of Fire, obviously. Like, that is the big one. And, so that one really, I just, like, that one was really, honestly, it's inspired by Cellar Door by Spiritbox, if I remember. I think that's what it's called. But it's just like a low-tuned, like, single-note chorus, and I was like, okay, I kind of like that. And, like, the main riff was just chromatic, like, insanity, like, just do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And I was like, what? I want to do something like that. And I just started messing around, and then I came up with the first riff that you hear at the start of Words of Fire, and I was like, wow, that's actually really good. And I ended up showing it off in like a server that we were all in, and Will was in that server, and he was listening, and I saw him like screaming along to the riff, like whisper screaming along to the riff, and it gave me the idea. I was like, huh, I wonder if I ask him if he will be on this song. And I was very hesitant at first, because I was like, he's not gonna want to do it, man. He's not gonna want to do it. I was like putting myself down and all that, you know, like like, he's not gonna want to do it. I'm such a small artist and yada yada yada. But then, like, I sent him the message and I was like, yo, you know that song I showed you the other night? I was like, would you possibly want to hop on that on vocals? And to my absolute shock, he immediately said, fuck yes, let's do it. And I'm not gonna lie, as soon as I heard, like, I was sitting in call up here, like, and as soon as I heard, or as soon as I saw the DM saying, yes, let's do it, I was like, hold on, I'll be right back. I muted, I ran downstairs, I called Jalen on the phone and was freaking the fuck out to him, like, holy shit, I got him on a song, he's gonna be on a song of mine. And because obviously he's the whole reason that I even started making my own music to begin with. And the fact that I was able, or that he was able to be on something of mine was incredible.
That's pure. That's like a pure fanboy moment. That just comes right out.
It really is. And also being able to have Toxic X Eternity on that album as well, doing that killer solo on Before You Go, dude. Oh, that whole album, I'm still so proud of Rising Darkness, dude. Like, that one was another big one where I was like, okay, this is gonna have to be one that's good. And that's when I was like, okay, I have this backlog, this old album from 2019. So this old album called Warfare from 2019 originally had 16 songs. So I think I've just always kind of had that, you know, long album kind of itch where, like, you know, I just kind of have to make a full, like a big album, which I am actually changing up for this next one, which I will also talk about just a little bit in this episode here. But the new one, correct. I lost my train of thought. Great. No, okay, so like the songs from Warfare that were originally on Warfare that I reused were I want to say it was definitely the title track, Rising Darkness. I took it and changed it very heavily. Rising Darkness was already a song. Fly was already a song, but it had Ascension and Collapsion built into it. So Fly was just a 7.5-minute ballad that I was definitely going to be bringing back at some point for sure. That was one of my favorites from back then. What else? Killer Be Killed is another one that was from back then that was really fun. Heatwave is another one that was from all the way back in 2019. And honestly, I didn't even change Heatwave that much between 2025 and 2019. It's damn near the same. There was a lot, and then obviously I had Carnage Reborn on there. And I had, what else did I have on there? Oh no, Truth Untold was Guiding Light. I feel like I had another Reborn track on there, but I could be wrong. Oh, I'm also remembering. Okay, so The Throne was another one that came off of Warfare that was like,
there we go.
Semi-similar.
I got the line completed.
Nice.
That sucked. I had to figure out how to plan again. Sorry, keep going.
But yeah, that album, Rising Darkness, was really fun. It was a mix of new and old songs. Like, there's a couple on there. Burned Alive was one that was... I started writing around pandemic era, and that's when I had the thought in mind of buying an 8-string. So I took my 7-string, I tuned it down to 8-string... to 8-string tuning and just kind of, you know, messing around, and Burned Alive ended up being a ridiculous song, and I don't know where it came from with all like the tempo changes and the time signature changes and stuff. Like, that is like definitely my most proggy song. And also, so Limits, that was the other one that was on there. Limits was another really fun one that I wanted to bring back. Limits re-risen on Rising Darkness, which I was going to have a couple re-risen tracks on the next one, but then I decided against it because I was like, Rising Darkness turned out way better than I could have ever expected. Like, the way that it was received was amazing. All of the, like, the amount of streams and everything on it, just, like, it's definitely my best one so far, but I do think this next one is gonna be, it's gonna be nuts. So, if y'all have been keeping up with my stuff, you'll have seen that since November, I have been releasing new music, which is insane because I took... Anthony, do you remember how long of a break I took in between like finishing and releasing Rising Darkness and then starting on Left 4 Dead? Because I really don't think it was that long. I think it was maybe like 2 months.
Yeah, it was around like 2 months, month and a half, like 2 months.
But Left 4 Dead is one that's really fucking close to home for me because it deals with my last relationship that I was in, where my ex cheated on me and it was a whole fucking mess. But that song, literally, the chorus lines I had written down since maybe like a couple weeks after I broke it off with her, or we broke it off, was the second half, or the last 2 lines. No. The last 4 lines, yeah, the second half. I never thought you'd drive me mad, but now I lay alone in my spike-ridden bed. I gave you everything I had, and you just left me for dead. That was, like... That was the only thoughts that were in my head when that whole thing went down, and I found out. Was just because me and my parents had bought her a bike so she could get to and from work, because I had met her at my job at the time, and we had gotten her a bike so she could get to and from work whenever she literally didn't have a place to stay for like a solid week, and we let her stay here for the week. And it turns out that like she had been cheating on me for like a month, like ever since like a month into the relationship or something. And one of the worst things is I found out about it 2 weeks before my 21st birthday. So that just kind of put a little bit of more salt in the wound. But I was like, you know what? Fuck this, bro. Maybe it was a sign, because like I don't want to go too much into detail, but she was not good. Not good. Not a good person.
No, not especially after finding out what she did to you.
Yeah. And if, like, literally all of those lyrics are true. Like, there might be a little bit of exaggeration in there, but everything that's in there, like, specifically, the line that really resonates with me specifically, well, there's a couple of them. The breakdown, you're just a fucking whore who won't be satisfied, spreading your legs going door to door while I'm living in your lie. That's one of my best lines. And then, the ending breakdown. Who was the one who stood tall? Who was the one who stayed sober? So that is a genuine, that is a real thing. She was on bad shit. She told me she stopped doing it, but she didn't. So that is what that line specifically references. But that whole song, like, honestly, is one of my most personal songs out of my entire discography. And I finished writing that, and I was like, all right, cool. I need to write something else. And that's when, like, I had written something that I posted on Instagram and TikTok that was, it was the beginning of my song Vengeance for the Weak, which was really fun. That one was really, really fun. That was one of my favorites, like, instrumentally. It's still one of my favorites instrumentally, for sure. But, well, I should say it's my favorite instrumentally out of the released stuff so far. So, Vengeance for the Weak went crazy. It went way better than I thought it would. So, when I released it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna, like, post it on, like, r/metalcore, and I'm gonna, like, post it on my Instagram and all this other shit, and post it on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. And I need to start doing that more often, honestly, because that song in, like, I want to say less than a month hit 1,000 streams on Spotify. Which for an artist of my size is absolutely ridiculous. It got put onto a new metal playlist with alongside, like, artists like Motionless in White and, like, Bring Me the Horizon and stuff like that, and I was like, holy shit. So that song was really good. And then I needed to make a title track of, like, the band, you know. I needed to make a song titled Astral Desolation. It had been a long time coming, and I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm gonna do it for this album, and we are going to just, you know, we're just gonna make it, and it's gonna be sick. And that one, actually, I ended up using an old riff from, I want to say 2020, 2021. I wrote the first riff of that song, and I just pitched it up slightly to make it slightly different. And that one was really fun.
I enjoyed making the video for that one. That one was actually, like, a real fun treat.
Turned out incredible. And then after that, I was like, okay, I'll take a little bit of a break. I took a little bit of a break, and because that was after, like, November 2025, January 2026, and March 2026. So that was, like, really close windows. And I was like, okay, I'll take a little bit of a break. I took a little bit of a break. Emphasis on little bit. And I immediately pretty much started work on Trapped, which is my most recent single and one of my favorites so far, honestly. I think the mix turned out incredible on that one, and the visualizer is incredible. And from what I've seen, from what he's working on with the lyric video for this one, it's gonna go so hard.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. It's going insane because I am being a little slow because I'm trying to take a break at the same time while trying to still, like, put effort into it at the same time, and just, like, taking my time with it this time, because with like the past three with Left 4 Dead, Vengeance, and Astral Desolation, I rushed myself a lot with in animating it.
Like, they turned out incredible.
Yeah.
I will say, they all did. But yeah, it's like, I can tell that Trapped is definitely gonna be the best one.
I'm definitely trying to make it.
For sure.
I'm definitely gonna try and make it like Vengeance level, because Vengeance was my favorite to work on.
Vengeance, I agree, has probably got to be one of my favorites as well. Like, I'm very excited for this album, this new album, which, so this new album is titled Blinded by Shadows. It is a 14-song, 0-feature album, so it's gonna be all me. It's gonna be very fun. I already have the entire track list lined up. And if I'm being honest, there's only 3 out of those 14 songs that I have not started at all yet. The rest of them are either in progress, have demo stages, or are completely finished instrumentals. So, with the way things are going, I'm honestly thinking of a 2027 release date. And I've been giving myself a break recently since I released Trapped. I've been giving myself a little bit of a break besides writing the title track instrumental. After I did that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna give myself a break so I just don't exhaust myself. And it's been nice, and I'm very, very excited for what the future holds for Astral Desolation, because so far, this new album is gonna go crazy, and this is gonna be my best one yet. And I also do have a plan in the works. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna try my best to have a fully live action music video for the title track. Which is gonna be my first time ever doing anything like that. So it's gonna be interesting. And also because of the instrumental complexity of that song, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting trying to see what I can do as far as that. But I think if we pull this off correctly, that video is gonna go crazy.
Oh, 100%, dude.
Because you've already heard the instrumental so far, like the instrumental for it done unmixed. It goes hard.
It's
goes
pretty
insane.
fucking cool.
It goes crazy. For the first time, I recently invested in a baritone 7-string after eyeing or like wanting one for a long time. I finally got my hands on one and pulled the trigger on it, and that guitar is my favorite guitar in my collection, and that is the guitar that I use to record the title track. And it's so good. And then also at the halfway point of the album, there's just gonna be a like minute to minute and a half long, just heavy 9-string slamming instrumental break. That's what it's gonna be. I've already like gotten started on that, and that's turning out incredible so far. I just need to get back on it and get that thing properly done. But once that one's done, it's gonna be an insane interlude. Definitely one of the craziest interludes on any of my music.
And I'm definitely excited,
But
dude.
This album is going to break barriers for me as far as heaviness. It already has. In the 4 singles that I've released, I think out of these 4 definitely hold some of the heaviest songs in my entire discography. And there is one song, I'm going to reveal this, there is one song on that album. It is going to be track number 13, so the track right before the final track. It's going to be called Chaos Theory, and it is just gonna be 2 or 3 minutes, and it's just gonna be slam. It's just gonna be ridiculous. Fucking slam, heavy, like, baritone 7-string to 9-string chugs. Stupid low chugs, just insane gremlin vocals. It's gonna be nuts. Definitely gonna try to make that one like my heaviest song of all time.
And how long you're making it? Just shorter than the rest of the tracks?
Like so far from what I've seen, because I have a couple ones fully demoed to where I just have like one guitar track and like a MIDI bass track and drums, but it's fully like planned out. And it's looking like an average length of about 5 minutes. Like between 4 to 5 minutes, I'd say. Because right now, it's looking like... Trapped is 418. The title track is 540. Astral Desolation is 358. There are 2 of them that I'm not going to reveal the name of yet, but they are track 9 and 10, 5 minutes and 51 seconds, and 5 minutes and 5 seconds. Left 4 Dead is the longest song on the album at 6 minutes and 18 seconds. And Vengeance for the Weak is at 5:05 as well. So I have 2 songs clocking in at 5:05. And then, yeah, so that's what I've gotten. And 3 of them still need to be written. One of those is Chaos Theory. And other than that, I have 4 in the works, and I have 3 in demo stages. So, this is definitely looking like a 2027 release for sure.
Which I'm definitely fucking so excited for.
Oh, I am too. Because the fact that I've been able to keep such a steady release schedule as far as albums, with how massive my albums are, I'm like, I don't know how I do it, honestly. Like, it takes me usually about a year, maybe a year and a half, to write an album. Because Guiding Light released in like August of 2023, and then I started writing Rising Darkness, I want to say... I started writing Rising Darkness maybe December of 2023. And then that released in May of 2025. And then I don't have a month yet for this album, but I'm trying to aim for like February, March time, I think. I'm gonna see what ends up happening, but like with the way things are going, it's looking like about February to March, like Q1, maybe Q2 of 2027, if we really want to like push it, which honestly I'm probably gonna end up doing Q2 2027 anyway. So I'd say probably between April and June of next year is when we'd be expecting Blinded by Shadows. Where the fuck is the camera chip? Oh.
Oh yeah, it's right up. Yeah, it's right up there, dude.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so a lot of music shit in the works.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. And each track is definitely gonna be bigger. I have a feeling that this is going to top Rising Darkness.
I hope it does. Honestly, I hope it does. Cause right now, Rising Darkness is sitting at, let me check real quick on my Spotify for artists. As of Sunday, it's at 19,232 streams on Spotify alone. So that's not including any other streaming platform. So like, dude, I'm insanely happy with how things have been going. Like, I went back and I looked at my 2024 Spotify Wrapped against my 2025 Spotify Wrapped, and it was insane. I was blown away. I did not think I would even get to some of the numbers that I got to during 2025, dude. It's genuinely insane.
Dude, how are we trying to fucking get this, dude? What the hell?
Oh, I got the modified grab.
Oh, fuck, dude. Wait, modified grab. Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna do this all in one sequence, bro.
You kind of answered a lot of my questions already in that entire 30 minutes. I mean, quite a few of them.
Insane.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Because you did tell me how you came up with Astral Desolation, the name itself. How did you come up with Baltwaz, actually?
So honestly, that was just some random fucking bullshit that just came out of my mouth in like middle school, I think. Because originally my name on YouTube was Guitar Kid 2197, and I was like, I don't know about that one. So I changed it, and I was just trying to think of something, and all of a sudden, I don't even know where it came from, honestly, but just Baltwaz. And I was like, huh, that's something I can do. And yeah, it was just something that popped into my head at random, and it just kind of stuck. And yeah, so a lot of people, I will say, 99% of people get the pronunciation wrong. There's been one person that I've seen actually get it right off rip, which I believe was Loxy, when they reacted to me and Jalen's recent Until Dawn cover.
Oh, he did a reaction to that?
But it is actually, he reacted to it. And he actually pronounced my name right. And he's like, oh, I probably butchered the name. And I'm like, no, you actually got it right. Because it is actually just Baltwaz. Like, you literally just pronounce everything. Like, people say Baltwaz or like Balwaz, but it's Baltwaz. Like, it's very weird, I will say. And the fact that it's stuck for as long as it has is honestly crazy to me. But it was something that also I was like, I need something that I know nobody else is gonna take. I need something that's not like, I need something unique. And Baltwaz is unique.
Yeah, and it works.
And it works. And even, like, if people do, like, I'm completely comfortable with people knowing that my name is Ashton. My first name is Ashton. That's fine. I don't care. People can know that. Like, people, like, still call me, like, Balt. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Like, you can call me Balt. You can call me Ashton. You can call me Ash. You can call me Baltwaz. You can even call me Mr. Astral Desolation. I don't care. But, you know, yeah, it was just kind of one of those, like, off-the-cuff kind of names, you know? This is kind of, this area is kind of hard.
This one is a little difficult. I'm also kind of, like, overshooting the grind.
Yeah, either overshooter or undershooter.
I overshot it again. What the hell? I'm try and knock out another question after I fucking complete this in one sequence.
Right? Yeah, like, I don't know how it's even possible, bro. Oh shit.
Bro, I thought I got it in one sequence.
Oh, you slut. You didn't do the modified grab, apparently. Oh, you slut! I almost had it. I was actually, like, high enough to be able to... Oh my god, did I do it? What? Hold on. We're supposed to do the melon as we're going towards the fucking camera jib. I think. Because it says in one sequence, and I tried doing it before, and it just doesn't do it. So that's what I'm why did I start flipping? I didn't even hit the left stick. What?
You know what? Since we're still fucking stuck on this, let's just go to the next question. Tell me, what are your favorite games, dude?
To be honest, oh shit. The Halo series is definitely up there for me. I'd say probably Definitely Minecraft is like a childhood favorite of mine, that I was always into and am still into to this day. That's probably just my creative mind though, honestly. So, you know, some puzzle games I really like. Fucking shooter games, like, it's really kind of like, can't even really tell you like just one specific like game, because I don't even know like one specific game that we would play. Halo 5 specifically was like one of the ones for me. It's probably just nostalgia where I've really fucking enjoyed it, and a lot of other people didn't enjoy that one for some reason, and I'm just like, why? Ah, I did it! Yeah! But yeah, honestly, Star Wars Battlefront was another pretty good one that I was really into back in the day. For me, because, you know, I'm only 22, I'm not that old. So, yeah, the original EA Battlefront. And then Battlefront 2 was also good. And I went back to it like semi-recently, and it was actually still kind of fun. I'm trying to think as well. Skate 3 on fucking Xbox was another one of mine, which is why I fucking specifically chose this game for the one-on-one, because I love it so much. And we haven't played it in so long, I was like, dude, we gotta play Skate again.
Pro, gap to gap. Total attempt score, modified grabs, modified hand plant on QP, total spin degrees, all above in one attempt. I don't know, we'll try it.
Sure enough.
Yeah, it says pro, so it kind of scares me.
Kind of scares me.
A couple laps should do it.
For some reason.
You got that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we do?
Okay, so total attempt score, modified grabs, modified hand plant. Oh, so it's...
Why did I not? Why am I getting off my board?
Ouch.
Oh my...
Ow. Alright, so you gotta be like perfect with this.
Oh god. Brother. What the fuck? Why do I just keep like fucking free falling like a goddamn idiot?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I did not know how I fucking did not die throughout that. I kind of struggled. Holy shit. Okay, since I'm done with my line, I already know this question, but you know, it's for the video. How do you write the lyrics for your songs? Do you write them yourself, or do you have help?
So some of them I do write myself. A lot of times though, I do have a ghostwriter for most of my lyrics. But I will pitch in every once in a while, here and there to you know, kind of help out, because I listen more to the style of music that I create than my buddy does, who helps writing the music. So it kind of helps to like have that lyric writing expertise, but also with also knowing the genre like really well. just kind of gets us like a decent, and I'm not gonna lie, our lyrics aren't the best. They definitely like could use some work for sure. But like I don't know, we just kind of like I tend to have the title before we write the lyrics, so it's just one of those things where like I have a basic idea of what I want the song to be about in a way before we even get started with writing lyrics. And yeah, just kind of like I did.
Who would have thought the Imperva Towers
But yeah, it's kind of like most of the lyrics I write are like just kind of fictional scenarios, you know, like war and stuff like that. But yeah.
Hell yeah, and we finished that one pretty quick. Quicker than the other one, Jesus Christ. That one was a little funky, but not as bad as the other one. I dreaded the last one. What's this one? Another front slam van open. What do you want us to do? Total score, spread eagle, modified grab with 360 over the parkade. That's fine. Quintuple flip trick over the extrovert. Oh yeah, you have to like hold the fucking trick, don't you? All above in one attempt. Fuck it.
That's gonna be
Oh man. We got 3 more questions. Let's try and knock these ones out.
Difficulty. Good luck.
Oh, what the hell? Total score, spread eagle. Modified grab. How do you spread eagle again?
Oh, it's A. It's A. It's one of the it's the bumpers and A. While you're in the air. Spread eagle.
Okay, so how are we gonna try and hit that? Oh fucking! Oh fuck! Holy fuck!
That's insane.
That's like a hard slap. Okay. Question 5. Which song, whether it be original or cover, was the hardest you worked on?
The hardest? Fuck, man. That's actually a good question. Vengeance was kind of one that was like Vengeance for the Week was kind of one that was semi-difficult. Like, yeah, Vengeance was kind of difficult with like the way that riff goes and all the different like pedal moments that I have in that song and everything. It just like there's a lot in that song where I feel like that would be one of them. Either that or like one of the ones that have like Burned Alive, for example, that like have crazy time signature and tempo changes and shit like that. Yeah, definitely like one of those two for sure. As far as like vocals go, Trapped was kind of a difficult one, mainly because of how high I needed to go, and I haven't done that like that kind of like high in a long time, so it was just Left 4 Dead was probably the one that took me the longest to actually come up with an instrumental idea for. Because Left 4 Dead, I had in my head since August of 2024, and I finally wrote it. I finally wrote the song, I want to say, in either July or August of 2025, so I held on to that one for a year because I was just struggling on what to do with it. Like, I had the chorus down. Like, I knew what I wanted to do for the chorus, but it was one of those things where I just didn't know what to do for the instrumental. So it's either that or ones that I had to relearn, like ones that I had to relearn from like earlier time periods. So which one was one that I had a little bit of trouble with from that time? Ooh, wait, no, there was a section in Rising Darkness that really gave me trouble. That was really fucking fast. The pre-chorus of Rising Darkness was really, really fast. So I would say Rising Darkness, Vengeance, and honestly, Trapped was kind of hard. Trapped was really, really fast. Trapped was really fast. That one was kind of hard.
Oh,
You're giving
Yeah,
hard, brainy
that one
eco
was kind of
vibes.
funky.
I like it.
That was a funky one.
All right, let's knock these last two out pretty quick. Who is your favorite artist? Why did I put what?
Oh, God. Okay. So, it changes, but honestly, if I...
Yo, what's up?
Come on, camera, fix yourself. There we go. If I had to pick one artist to listen to the rest of my life, I would have to say Nothing More. They're too fucking good, bro. They're really good.
Yeah, more of like a nerdcore child, but if I had to pick for myself, it'd be Nate Wants to Battle, dude.
That's fair. That's fair. If we're talking strictly nerdcore, you already know, and I'm not even. You already know the answer to that one.
DA Games.
DA Games. If we're going strictly nerdcore, it'd 100% be DA, because a lot of my influence is from him. So yeah, nerdcore I'd say DA, and like just in general artist I would say Nothing More.
Sure, brother. Before we leave it off, everybody, Ashton, what do you have going on that you want to share to your audience?
Honestly, not much. Besides, go, I've been working on the album a lot, and that's been really fun. It's been getting me motivated, seeing, like, the way that my recent stuff has been performing, and it's just really getting me into that mood. So, as long as I'd say just, like, keep an eye out, because, I'm not releasing any more singles before the album drops. It's just gonna be boom, the album's here, because I've already dropped 4 singles from this album: Left 4 Dead, Vengeance for the Weak, Astral Desolation, and Trapped. So look forward to 10 more songs sometime next year. That's all I would say.
Hell yes, and if you want to listen to his music, his channel is in the link description below, or you can listen to his music on other streaming platforms right now. Go listen to Trapped, go listen to Ash. Yeah, oh yes, he definitely has a merch store. He has a merch store.
Buy the merch.
That will be down in the description below too.
Look at this, look at this beautiful bucket hat with the Astral Desolation logo on it. I don't have them with me, but I even have slides. You can buy shirts, you can buy slides, you can buy hats, you can even buy like a cup or a koozie if you want. Go get you some Astral Desolation merch and go rep me. Go rep me around and spread the word. Yeah, I would greatly appreciate it.
Yes, go buy some of his merch. His shop will be in the link description below as well.
It'll be down there. It'll be down there.
Yeah, right down motherfucking there. But Ashton, thank you so much for joining me today on One-on-One. I really hope you enjoyed this entire session we had.
I had a great time yapping about my music and shit. It was fun. I'm
glad you did, and I'm glad. I hope that others will enjoy your yapping as well.
Yup. Even though, like, there are a lot of moments where I just fucking kind of went off and repeated the same shit that I just said,
yeah, for sure. It's fine.
It's okay.
It's always good to be excited about what you do. But everybody, thank you all for joining me today on One-on-One. I hope you all enjoyed. That was Baltwaz, or Ashton, if you want to call him however the fuck, or Astral Desolation, however you see fit. But everybody, stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe if you want to. Thank you, and peace out, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.